Since then, I've serviced a combined total of 100 real estate professionals comprising of real estate agents, contractors, construction companies, and real estate investors. At that point, the money really started to flow in. The opportunity started to really show up. These two devices, including my iPhone 11, taught me so much about business than I would have ever learned in a classroom. And what was my following mistake? Investing into that DSLR camera and that big crane of a gimbal. Did I make my money back off of those investments? Absolutely. But in my opinion, I would have made so much more money if I had just stuck to scaling these two. The only thing that was a really good purchase was this 3D virtual camera, because that took my original Matterport 3D virtual tours to the next level. I was able to capture a whole house within 30 minutes, send the images over to Matterport, and 30 minutes later, they sent me back the finished product. So I was done literally in an hour. 150 to 300 bucks per shoot. Horizontal video walkthroughs for YouTube, vertical video walkthroughs for social media. That could be posted on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, wherever the hell the agent wants to put them. So just to reiterate, these are the exact tools that were the most profitable for me out of all the gear in the studio for creating real estate media, for real estate agents, real estate investors, real estate professionals as a whole. Somewhere on this module, you guys will find all the links to all of these products. But nonetheless, all of these services within this industry really opened the doors for me to be able to do whatever the hell I wanted in the entire realm of digital marketing. And regardless of which direction I decided to go, I knew I could niche down and very soon consider myself a digital marketing expert. And by the way, that's not me claiming to be an expert at any specific given thing. But what I did realize was I could go on websites like Fiverr and Upwork and hire experts that lived in third world countries for dirt cheap. Anywhere between $5 to $20 per project is what they will complete it for you. If you need editing done, if you want to create floor plans with the 3D virtual tour pictures you've taken, if you want to provide virtual staging services. And by the way, the editors I mentioned before, they can edit photos, video, drone shots. They can do the cool animations that pop up on the bottom of the screen where it shows the address, cool graphics of what the square footage of the property was, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, all that stuff. You don't have to worry about any of it. We're going to be going through all of that right here in this course. One of the drone projects I recently did, I was actually hired out by a video production company that has a much bigger team, but the only thing they were missing was a drone operator. They were already shooting the property, all the video work, all the photo work and everything. And all I had to do was go there, get them the drone photos, get them the drone videos. And then I found out that this is a contracting job, meaning they need to document multiple phases of the build out. So that means from the day before yesterday to the end of the year, I'm going to be called over to this property like 5 or 6 more times. I'm going to be making 250 to 300 bucks each time I go there. And all I have to do is get the footage and send it to them. No editing required from me. To a lot of people, that may not seem like easy money. But to me, someone who's not an expert, someone who's not a professional at all this stuff, someone who's just simply willing to arbitrage every single opportunity that comes their way and maximize on its potential, to me, this was like taking candy from a baby. So at that point, I started buying all this fancy gear and I started to realize that the real estate agents I was making all of these videos for were coming back to me after receiving the finished product, which they love, and were wondering what kind of advice I could offer them of what they should do now with the video. And at the time, all I figured they would do is throw it up on their listing or throw it up on their social media and call it a day. And what I started to realize was, wow, realtors really don't know marketing. So I decided to arbitrage that opportunity and started to charge extra to put real estate agents in the real estate video that we were making for that listing. So I charged them extra to basically write them a custom script and for filming their presentation of the house. I offered to run Instagram and Facebook ads to help them sell their listings through the videos that I was already creating for them. So I was literally milking the profits off of every single real estate professional I came across because I had every single service that they could have possibly wanted for any type of listing that they possibly had. Now, this is where my story kind of took a turn away from all the real estate stuff. I started to do it less because I started to gain new opportunities in different areas of the business within video production and social media marketing. All of this led to me meeting a real estate investor who was also an accountant and the owner of a local tax firm. He was wondering, after hearing about all the services that I can provide to shoot photos and videos of him, to go ahead and start posting on social media and promote his tax firm. And just like any young, hungry entrepreneur, I said, sure. And after doing more research on his firm, I realized how much revenue he had, which then led me to submit my offer to him. And it was perfect timing because TikTok had just started to blow up. We were in the height of the pandemic, and this was one of the biggest opportunities I saw coming my way. Everything was starting to align. Oh, and by the way, at this point of shooting real estate, I was definitely guaranteed $50,000 in revenue that year. But now with the opportunity to create content for a tax firm, it looked like I was on my way to making 100. And this is why I want you to understand that the end goal is not making money with the drone. This can literally be your gateway into a career as an expert digital marketer. So yeah, TikTok was blowing up. And going back to my childhood, I knew that a handful of creators on YouTube were making multi millions of dollars. And at a very young age, I knew that one day all of that money that was super concentrated on a few specific individuals was one day going to be evenly distributed and available to regular civilians like you and myself and all of these other local businesses and online businesses. I just absolutely knew in my heart of hearts that that bubble was going to pop, and it did. This was the moment. He was still in the old mind frame of thinking that as a professional, you need to go ahead and put down thousands of dollars just to create one video that's just going to go on YouTube and sit there and die out with like 6 views. Basically the same mind frame that all the other real estate professionals I interacted with in the past had. So instead of taking his $3,000 and making him one video, I decided to take his $3,000 and offer 20 videos. And he agreed to it. I launched his TikTok account. I visited his office 3 times over the course of a week. We shot 6 to 7 videos each of those days. I edited them all. I added the captions. I added the music. I titled them. I captioned them. I put the description. I used the hashtags. I did everything. Posted them, and one got 1,000 views. One got 2,000 views. Another got 3,000 views, and one got 10,000 views. And when that video got 10,000 views, the account went from 0 followers to 4,000 followers. And after we posted the entire batch of 20 videos, he was already sitting at like 15,000 followers. We threw a link tree and his phone number in the bio, and he started to get booked appointments and phone calls to his tax firm. After that, there was nothing to do other than negotiate on pricing, put him on a retainer. So from the day I got my FAA license and my drone, fast forward 2.5 years, I got married. I moved out of my parents' house. I now have a video production and social media marketing company. We now specialize in creating custom crafted videos that generate revenue for local and online businesses. I've got some editors, some social media managers, and some project managers on staff. My digital marketing company is soaring into 6 figures and is highly profitable. The tax firm client of mine has over 42 million views. We've grown his TikTok account from 0 to over 133,000 followers. We got him locked into a long-term partnership brand deal with the billion-dollar company Intuit, the guys who own TurboTax, QuickBooks, and a couple other businesses. And now I'm sitting in a position where I work with real estate agents, real estate investors, mortgage companies, tax firms, lawyers, restaurants, e-commerce brands, and I also help other video production companies figure out what they might be doing wrong. One thing I did differently from other video production companies is after these 2 purchases right here, I stopped buying items that weren't going to be highly profitable for my business and were not going to be as easily scalable. And even for that matter, useful in today's creator economy. Everyone is shooting and posting videos to social media that are shot on iPhones. So that's my story. I'm in no way an expert, but what I am is skilled at leveraging opportunities. And that's exactly what I'm trying to get you to do. Now, we have a bunch more modules on the way. And as I said before, this is a beta class. I want to build out this workshop with you guys. And I can't do that unless if I get your feedback on certain things. So use the comment section below to go ahead and drop some authentic feedback. Positive, negative, honest. Leave as many comments as you want. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text. I need your guys' feedback. I'm currently not putting a cap on how many modules this entire workshop is going to be. I want to make sure I give you guys every single piece of information you need to go ahead and make this a possibility for yourself. And I have every incentive to do so, because once you get your FAA license and your drone and start getting clients through the methods I'm going to be teaching you, through all the information I'll be providing to you on how to arbitrage this market, I want to do an interview with you and hear your clear and honest review of your success throughout this program. And I know some of you mentioned that you want some one-on-one mentoring help. I'm working out a few kinks on it. I'm basically just structuring out how I'm going to make that happen, but you will hear about how to sign up for that in one of the following modules. On the one-on-one mentoring, we'll basically be on a Zoom call once a week, every single week. We're going to run through all of your questions for the week, get you answers, and eliminate all your doubts. I have a bunch of modules planned out, but what I don't want to do is spending too much time creating a module for you to watch that you don't really need that much information on. I want to make this entire process as effective and efficient for everyone involved. But that is only going to happen with communication. So give me some ideas on exactly what you guys want to hear about. I know some of you have already given me some feedback in the DMs on certain platforms, as well as on text and email. But what I really want to focus on for the remainder of this workshop is how you're going to get leads, market your services, create a price sheet, how you're going to negotiate and set up your offer with your clients, how to hire some very cheap editors from third world countries that will get that aspect of the job done for you, as well as some concept strategies and methods that you should be aware of that I wish someone made me aware of when I was first starting out. Because even though it only took me 2.5 years to get to the point where I am right now, I believe with the right information, I could have done it much faster. Once again, thank you guys for trusting me with the opportunity to go ahead and guide you throughout this entire process. This is your host, Ray, with the Drone Money Workshop 1.0 Beta Class Edition. Get at me with any comments, questions, or concerns, and I'll see you guys next week for the next module. Over and out. One more quick thing. When I passed my FAA exam, the airport I took the exam at actually gave me this flyer. Now, I don't know if this is available at majority of airports, but I thought this was really cool. So you should really see if the airport you're testing at has this offer. For exactly $240, you can go ahead and fly one of these airplanes sit in the driver's seat while the pilot is in the passenger seat. They fly you from Princeton Airport all the way to Asbury Park. That's the ocean for us. And then back over here to Princeton for $249. You don't need a pilot license. You don't need your FAA license. You don't need any prior experience flying anything in your entire life. So you could even sign up your girlfriend, your mom, your wife, your dad, your brother as like a nice birthday present. They get to fly a plane for $249. Like, what?